We're going to have a craft now. This is called a sensory jar. It's something that you can make with basic supplies. I'm going to show you how to do it right now. To make a nice relaxation jar, just to watch and maybe sit with if you're trying to deal with a big feeling, all you need is a bottle, some glitter, maybe some little things like this. These are beads. You can use beads, tiny Legos, whatever you want. Little water balls, all those little water beads, I guess, that people have that are so smooth and pretty. I don't have any of those, so I just used what I had in the house. And another thing that I saw were beads like this. Sometimes you can put probably all of your alphabet letters in here, all 26. And then, of course, the main ingredient is glitter. You can also color the water for your sensory jar or sensory bottle if you'd like. I kind of like it to be clear. The glitter gave it a purpley color anyway. And then I wanted to show you a bottle that I made that didn't really work out that well because it had too much water. So the recipe for this is really good to stick with as closely as you can, otherwise it's not nearly as fun. So this one is just too watery and things just float around too much. So not like that one. I'll show you what you're going to need. You're going to need some water, and a lot of people, different recipes have called for the water to be warm, but I didn't. It made no difference. Didn't need to be warm. And some glue, and I like the clear glue because I want it to be clear. Some people use something called glycerin, I guess, but glue works fine. You could probably just get a little bottle of glue and just squirt it on in there, but I never know how much I'm going to need, so I just like to keep my recipe options open. And I went ahead then, after trying these two sizes, I wanted to get a big one because I really wanted everything to fall down slowly so I could take more time to watch it. And note that it's best to hot glue gun the lid on so it doesn't spill. All right, water, glue, and then little things that you can put in. These are my beads. You could probably put all 26 letters of the alphabet in your jar or bottle. And of course, some sequins and glitter, however much of it you want. Okay. So one of the most important things I found is to not fill this even halfway with water, just to about here. Okay. So here we go. Okay. That might even be a little bit too much, but we're just going to go with that. Once you have some of the water on, this is where you get to put all the fun stuff inside. So I'm not going to count out the letters from A to Z, but I just want to see what these kind of beads look like. Whatever you have, it doesn't matter. You can put anything you want in here. And you can see how these little letters are just sitting on the top. So we're going to need the glue to get them to push around. And put probably a little bit more than you think you need in there, because once it starts floating around, it's a lot more interesting if you have a bunch of stuff in here and watch it float. Even fish, if you had tiny little rubber fish, that would be so much fun to watch them swim. Okay, so now I'm going to get to the sequins and the glitter. I didn't really have a whole lot of anything other than these kinds of beads here, but I think this will be plenty. They're all different sizes and sparkly. You can make it a particular color theme as well. Some people have all different kinds of colors that they want. Even one red, one orange, one yellow. Okay. I'm kind of a messy scientist and crafter. I like it that way. A little mess as you go. So you can see that we could probably add a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Get some more of the alphabet squares in here. All right, and a little bit more of these. All right, now for the glitter. You see it going in there? And it sits on the top as well. You can see the things that float and the things that sink. All very interesting. Here's one that has many, many colors, mostly silver. Give it a little sort of preview. See what it looks like. That's pretty good. Maybe some green. I'm in a green kind of mood. I have purple as well, but I just feel like doing green. Get it in there. Okay. Got some green now. Okay, so you go ahead and add however much you want. This one's probably kind of boring because there's not a lot, but I just want to go ahead and show you what you do next. So this is a huge bottle of glue, and I'm just going to go ahead and give it a shot. Glub, glub, glub. All right. And then I think I'm just going to go ahead and top it off with more water, just in case. Sometimes the water is also really good for filling it up at the end, so it doesn't have too much glue. I left just the littlest bit of room at the top so that it can get that bubble going. If I fill it up too much, then it won't be able to have a gap to force the good stuff from moving down. Are you ready? Here it is. Now we're gonna tip it. It might take a few shakes to get it really mixed up for the very first time. You can see it's sort of stuck there at the bottom. I'll give it a good shake. Ooh, so much potential for stuff that you can put in here. Okay, let's watch and see. You can almost see how more glue would make it float a little bit slower. But that's the idea. Kind of want to shake it up so it's a little bit more distributed. Clearly it needs some more stuff in here, so I hope that you will make yours really cool looking. See? I could just look at this all day. You could make it St. Patrick's Day themed, Valentine's Day that just passed. I don't know about seashells. But anyway, so this is one of my very favorite things to have on hand. Certainly something that I would like to hold on to and look at if I just want to have a moment to myself and relax and watch everything fall. Make up your own recipe. This looks like maybe you could have some more glue and add some food coloring if you want. Have fun and have a wonderful day.